Latest advisory just came in from the National Hurricane Center. As I just said, the hurricane hunters are flying in and out of the storm, and they have found a weaker storm because of this interaction that it had right here along the Cuba coastline, which has been doing now for about 9 hours, making landfall right here along the coast. That disrupts the structure just a little bit, but the overall structure is very much intact. So the message out of the National Hurricane Center is the coastline has weakened the storm, but we anticipate re-strengthening of the storm once it's done moving off of this coastline and gets back out here across the water. So expecting still a major hurricane landfall somewhere along the western coast here of Florida. We knew Florida. We didn't know exactly where this morning. We are much more concerned about the west coast of Florida. Last year, if you remember, we had Hurricane Matthew that just hugged the east coast of Florida, and that put the coast right on the good side of a storm, or the better side of a storm. This will be the opposite scenario. This will be tracking up the west side, and that will keep the west side on the bad side of the storm. So all of that storm surge pushing up here through Naples, through Fort Myers, in towards Tampa, all of those cities under a storm surge warning now because of this. Also, I will just notice up here around parts of Apalachicola, from Apalachicola to the east, in that cone now. So we are watching this east or westward trend. A little bit concerning for all of these westward cities here, guys.
Rick, as it pertains to South Florida, though, that looks to me like better news. We've seen those spinning eyes of the storm in the middle of the peninsula so far. Now they're off.
A little bit. Also, this is a very horrible, difficult thing messaging-wise, because we talk about these things as if these hurricanes are a single point, and they're not. They're huge. The hurricane force winds extend out 70 miles from the center, so we're going to see hurricane force winds throughout the entire peninsula. I'm sure of that. It's just, where does the worst of the storm surge come in? That, at this point, is looking like it's going to be this west side instead of the east side. There will still be storm surge because that circulation is going to pull wind here along the east coast as well. But the immediate storm surge, the worst of it, is going to be across these western shores.